Hey, Steve Grogan here, founder of Geek, Chun. Today's video is a note about the 6-video Chi Sao series I did a while back. This Wing Chun channel gives training tips and ideas to people who can't make it to class much, so if that's you, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified, etc, etc. So a while back I did a Chi Sao series where we showed you 20 simple attacks and arranged them in a certain order. You learned them 4 at a time. Since then, I have done 2 things. First, I grouped them together in a better order. Originally, I just wrote them down as they came to my mind, and it was just, as I'm going through it, it was just too confusing to me. So now I've paired things together. So there are 2 Pakda techniques and there are 2 Tanda techniques. So your first group of 4, you learn the 2 Pakdas and the 2 Tandas. And it's just simpler because they're all, they're similar, so it's easier for the brain to retain it rather than learning 4 different kinds. And you might think, well, yeah, but the trade-off is it's boring because it's, instead of doing 4 different things, I'm doing two different ways. It's like, oh, come on, man, I want to learn something new. Well, the thing is, since they're so easy to remember now, it'll be that much sooner until you can move on to the next batch, and then, you'll be doing different things. So that's, I typed it up in the description box, the new arrangement to learn the techniques in. And also, after looking back at the original 20, I realized there were at least 3 techniques that just didn't work. So the ones I got rid of were doing the Jumda off the Fuk Sao hand, doing the Landa, that's when your Fuk Sao became Lan and you punched. And then, not that the last one was bad, but it's just that we already did this. There was a Tanda off the Bong and Tan arm, where instead of coming around to the outside and doing Tan that way, you just did Tan like this, just by pushing your Tan out further, and it was just redundant. So as you scroll down the list here, you will see the replacements. The first one being Lapta off the Fuk Sao hand, which sounds similar to something we did before, but it's a little different. Because before, the Lapta was my Fuk Sao lopped his Fuk Sao. But now we lop his Bong Tan arm. As we come down, boom. Or that, or that, or that. Okay. Next up is Mutda off of the Fuk Sao hand. So we had Mut off Bong and Tan. Now we have it off the Fuk Sao hand. And we'll be done at the bottom. You can do it as you start to rise. Well, no, you know what? You wouldn't want to do that because now I trapped him. I used him to trap myself. So off the bottom, goes over a little. Now normally, this does cross your own center a little, but since you're right here, like if he tries to do something, you're right there to counter it. So again, that one's just simply on the bottom of the Fuk Sao. The last one is called the Boat Da. Boat is sounds like boat, like a sailboat. It's one I'd never even heard of until I watched some videos from Adam Willis of the Dragon Institute, and it's kind of like, it's like a real shortened version of the Buda that you usually see against like wide looping hook punches. So the way it works is when you come up, instead of coming up to Bong Sao, it comes up to Boat, and then this strikes low. Okay, so The three again quickly are Lao Sao on the Fuq Sao hand, where you grab their Bong and Tan arm. There's Moot off the Fuq Sao, where you do Moot at the bottom. And then off the Bong Tan, there's Bokta, where since this is, again, this comes when you're going high, so that means this should punch low. Okay, so sorry about the confusion there. I wish I had realized some of these things didn't work before I did that whole series. Now it's done the way it is. Who knows, maybe someday I'll do it so everything's in the correct order and in the correct grouping someday, but not today. So hit the subscribe button and the bell icon before you go, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.